Hello everyone. Welcome to CMAC International Training Institute. Now that you have already overviewed the training schedules, let's talk about blended learning. It is a combination of online classes and face-to-face classes. An online class could be classified in two ways. One is called synchronous, and the other is asynchronous. When we say synchronous class, everybody should go online at a specific time on the specified video conferencing program or application, such as Zoom, Google Meet, Google Classroom, Facebook Messenger, and others. One important thing during synchronous class is everyone should be present and attentive, because it is the time that your trainer will be discussing your lessons or giving instructions. It is essential that you give your utmost attention to prevent miscommunication and misunderstanding relating to classroom activities. On the other hand, asynchronous class is a type of online class where there is no need for everybody to meet in a video conferencing program at a specific time. The trainer will simply put learning materials and assign learning activities on a learning management system, or LMS, online, such as Google Classroom, where you can access it and do those tasks at your convenient time, but of course, you have to comply with the specified deadlines. And lastly, a face-to-face class is like the usual class, where trainers and trainees meet at the training center to conduct learning activities and classroom discussions. But during this time of the pandemic, safety protocols are implemented and observed, such as wearing of face masks, face shields, regular disinfection, social distancing, and regular monitoring of body temperatures. Face-to-face classes are only conducted during practical activities, where trainees are needed to perform and evaluated by the trainer. Other than that, all learning activities will be done online, through a synchronous or asynchronous class. Now that you have an idea of what blended learning is, CMAC International Training Institute is also using blended learning in their course, EIM and C2. In order for us to relate to it, let's install first all necessary applications used in CMAC's blended learning. But if you had installed already the applications that will be mentioned, please download only the application that you do not have yet installed on your computer or smartphones. The applications are the following: 1. Google Mail. 2. Google Drive. 3. Google Classroom. And 4. Google Meet. Now, remember the following applications. Pause this video and go to your phone's App Store and install the following. Come back to this video when you're done. Alright, welcome back. I am assuming that you already installed the 4 applications mentioned above. If that's the case, then contact the CMAC administration for your CMAC's Blended Learning Google account. After receiving your CMAC's Blended Learning Google account and password, kindly log into each of the following applications using the provided account. You may change the password if you want. Pause the video here for you to log in. Have you logged in already? Well done. Meanwhile, going back to CMAC's Blended Learning, here's an example of how it looks like. The daily routine of CMAC's EIM trainee. He is John. He is a trainee of EIM at CMAC. Every 7:45 a.m., he puts himself on standby for he needs to log in at exactly 8 in the morning, because 8:15 is already considered late. 8 a.m. he logged in on Google Classroom. Look for trainers' postings and a link to join Google Meet for a synchronous class. 8:15 a.m. and he is already participating in class discussions and takes down notes on the important points during the class. Around 11 a.m., he takes photos of his notes, have a selfie in front of his computer, takes a screenshot of his attendance in the synchronous class, and take a short video of himself attending the class, or taking down notes, or performing the activity. What John is doing is for his AM accomplishment report, which is required by the TESDA. 11:45 a.m., the end of synchronous class. He then compiles and submits his AM accomplishment report to Google Classroom. 12 o'clock noon, he takes his lunch. Then at 1 o'clock p.m., he opens Google Classroom and looks for trainers posting of learning materials and tasks or activities for afternoon's asynchronous class. He reads it carefully and performs the activity. Around 4 p.m., he already finished the tasks. So he takes documentation of his work and submits it for his PM accomplishment report. After that, he compiles his AM and PM accomplishment report, he stores it to Google Drive, and submits it to the trainer for his daily records of activities. After he finished submitting, around 4:30 p.m., then he decided to end the class, after that final requirement was submitted. Meanwhile, the face-to-face class will be announced by your trainer when it will be. More likely, it will depend on the progress of the class's topics. This is just an overview of CMAX blended learning. For the detailed process of sending your accomplishment report, kindly watch the next video.